I'd be the kind of person, though, that if someone wanted to gentleman to New Pork City, I'd be like, yeah, I'm down.
New Pork City. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I think New Pork City is the worst large stage.
Oh, really? I think I've always thought Temple was worse, but I always had fun back in the Brawl days. You take Olimar, and you do the super armor down B with the ultimate Chimera. And you see how long you could last. That was always so fun. Oh, here we go, lightning loops. Marvel, eat your heart out. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting mix-up. I'm not super familiar with Yoshi, so a lot of this is going to be really new to see. I've played some of the Pocatello Yoshis.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played Banana Boy, but
is Banana Boy from Pocatello?
I think he's there now, isn't he?
Oh.
I think. I don't know for sure. Now I'm questioning my own statement. But
well, we got Mada here with a pretty strong lead. Relwrd kind of struggling to find his way in. Every time he tries to launch some kind of offensive maneuver, Mada's right there with a forward air.
Some people do think that Pikachu is one of the best characters, if not the best character in the game.
I think Pikachu is the best character in the game. I think that he doesn't have quite the same highs as Snake. I think Snake is more polarizing, but I think that he has overall a more consistent matchup spread. So I think that statistically he's the most likely to succeed. He's the one in the yearbook under the most likely to succeed group photo. Or, well, if it's a superlative, it's not a group photo. I'm next.
Oh, it's me versus
wait,
next.
We're fighting each other. Okay. Okay.
Well,
so Relwrd.
It was fun being in winner's bracket.
Well, it's. Wait, Relwrd? Oh, okay. I read that wrong. I thought Mada lost his stock, but.
I mean, he might lose it here soon. I mean, Rage is still a factor. It's not as good as it was in Smash 4, but it is still a factor, especially with those harder hitting moves. And Yoshi definitely is a character with.
Oh, and there we go. Seals it out.
Yep. So he has a % lead right now, but I mean Yoshi can take someone to 75% easy.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's the thing that makes Pikachu so just. I think so good is that he really, even against a character like Yoshi that really excels in advantage, Pikachu really just doesn't have much of a disadvantage state. But Mada just makes the most of it, and Mada playing some high-level mind games there, making Relwrd kill himself.
He's like a JoJo's menacing. No. But it's definitely... Pikachu definitely has one of the best strengths, I think, in any competitive game, which is the ability to choose your fight.
Yeah,
and so while Yoshi is still fast and he has his egg to kind of zone, Pikachu has the ability to get through that, and he can pick the situations where he wants to approach, versus where Relwrd kind of has to take him where he can get him. He can't create openings as well as the Pikachu can, or Mada in this case.
Right, and that's what makes again Pikachu's like Mada so difficult is that they are aware of their strengths and they use them so effectively. They're just use of space, recognizing where he is and isn't vulnerable, and just intelligently picking and choosing his fights. Because right now, as we've seen, he's not really challenging Relwrd in places where Relwrd wants to challenge him.
Right, he's picking that fight just beautifully. You can see the experience too.
Oh, and reads that forward air spacer.
So let's see if he can take this through. Like we've said before, Yoshi is a character that can stack on damage really fast, especially with Rage. He's going to get a little bit more than he normally would get, 10% more, I guess, or roughly. But it still is a very contributing factor.
Oh, and Mada air dodging through that, not quite gonna connect just yet. And goes for a ballsy grab in neutral.
Yeah, and he's not dead yet.
And yeah, that's another thing too. Is Pikachu? He's got such big hitboxes. It's like even that up tilt traded with that down air.
Yeah. It's do you know if Pikachu up tilt is disjointed if he has a hurt box on his tail?
I don't feel like it is. I could be wrong.
Sometimes I feel like it beats out like Ridley Nair. And so I feel like it could be.
Very well, maybe that would be very on brand for the character design.
Yeah, it's not, this Pikachu's got nothing on Smash 64 Pikachu though. That Pikachu's on steroids.
Oh God, I remember the first time I tried to get into competitive 64, and I used to play on I can't remember the client. It was like it started with a K. It was
Not familiar with it, unfortunately.
Kara something. It was like an online client for like 64 and like N64 games and stuff like that. And I played a really good Pikachu, and it's just like, man, in that game, it's like
he's the only character with an actual recovery.
yeah, and not only that, but it's just like you can't touch him.
Well, it's especially in like 64, every character basically 0 to deaths you, and so it's. This game, thankfully, isn't quite like that. Sometimes it is, but it's not quite like that.
Yeah, the heavies are the light combo heavy characters are the 1%. They're the ones that run Wall Street.
Pikachu, Pichu, Greninja.
Armoring through that down there.
Rob. I guess Rob's kind of not really light combo, but. I mean, yeah, Mada's got the strong start here. I mean. Relwrd's definitely being a lot more aggressive now. I feel like he knows he needs to not let Mada come in on his own terms. He needs to try to get his own terms with it. Oh, that was a scary moment.
Yep, Yoshi's a big boy though, so Mada's still got quite a ways before he finishes the stock off, unless he gets like a proximal like that forward air. Yeah, and Pikachu's forward air is just, it's so disjointed and it lasts for so long. It's so scary when you're off the stage. If you're a character that can't, like Yoshi, that just you can't afford to recover super low, it's just.
Well, at least Yoshi has that jump armor. So it gives him a little bit of leeway with the spikes and the.
There we go. Good capitalization.
You think he picked Lilat to out-jank Mada?
Well, it's entirely possible, but like as far as I know, Mada and Pikachu really like Lilat. I feel like it's a really good Pikachu stage because just like the slants. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe they mess up quick attack.
I could see him messing up quick attack. I know. I'm trying to think.
Gets the spike. That was beautiful.
Dude, he did the option coverage. He did get the first one, got the second one.
So looking like Mada was about to go. Oh, and that jump armor
great.
coming through. Looking like Mada was maybe going to try to go for a thunder there.
Oh, good air dodge by Relwrd.
Thanks to Pokemon, people look at me like I'm an idiot now during thunderstorms. I'll be like, it's thundering. No, it's not, you idiot. It's lightninging.
New verb.
They'll say it's thundering and lightning. And it's like, light, is ing the participle there? If so, is the root verb lighten?
Kind of. That's an interesting thing to think about. Because lightning is a noun itself, but it also has the ing for the that form of the verb. I can't really remember. It's been too long since I've done school. So how would it even... Well, regardless, Mada doesn't need that.
No, that's it. But
he's like, I'm good with thunder.
Oh, and Relwrd, I believe he was just at the sacred percent. But and coming in hot with those that aggression. Mada maybe trying to read a quick attack on stage, covering those ledge options.
Nair out of shield.
And, almost snipes him.
Ooh.
And good Mada trying to be sneaky, trying to be real sneaky there with that understage thunder, and gets him with the back air, and that'll do it.
There we are. Okay, now it's 1-1. This is definitely.
So this has been sort of a trend for Mada so far this tournament, kind of going 2-1 almost every set it seems like. But that's not abnormal. That's not, it happens.
Yeah. And so it sounds like they're going to Kalos. I do know that Pikachu does dearly love that stage.
Kalos is. Okay, so one of the big reasons I think Yggdrasil should be put in favor instead of Kalos is because with Kalos there are just too many stage. Well, I don't know.
It's kind of our stage list in general. I think needs as a whole community. I think there needs to be a lot of things to look at. Some people are in favor. I don't know if you've seen like the Mewtwo King videos of big stage lists, and then others are like we should just have a small, simple one. And
it's to me the egregious thing, or the thing is, that like what I call just egregious properties, like walls here being one of those. Basically, walls seriously buffing Pikachu's neutral B, making it a real nightmare to deal with.
It also buffs wall jump characters, and then it nerfs spike characters to a certain extent.
Right, and so then you have two. If you have more than two of any stage with like a property, and that's the problem, is defining exactly what that property is, like what qualifies as like a significant property. But like for instance, are there 3 stages in this set in this
I'm not
rule list that have walls? It's Yoshi's Story and Kalos, and I can't remember. I feel like there's another one.
Let's see, what do we have? We have Battlefield, Town
Oh,
City.
it was Yoshi's Brawl, but that's no longer here. So
That stage is a travesty.
yeah, so like 3 stages with wall jumps and 3 stages with slants. It's like those are properties I think that should be, if you so choose, you can ban them away during your ban phase.
Yeah, I know. When I started doing tournaments, I started hosting a tournament series called Skyward. That the first thing I did was ban Yoshi's Island Brawl. So I was like, this stage does not deserve to be here.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a good stage, but So Relwrd really, he doesn't lose the stock. So the Mada's Kalos counter pick may be working against him a little bit there. Because I think that otherwise would have killed. Because I was going to say Relwrd doing a great job hanging on to that stock. He's not getting, like I was saying, this is something I praise Relwrd for, and Mada as well. They're both such competent defensive players. They don't commit. It's just like it's really this. What's going on right now is a test of patience. They both know they're at a stalemate. Tries to snipe him with that up air, coming that high profiling the ledge with that.
That egg was so smart.
What was it to cancel the Thunder Jolt?
Yeah, that was so good.
Okay, now it's coming through. Now Kalos once again coming through for Mada. It worked against him. Now it's coming through for him. Didn't quite kill him with that up air or forward air.
That might be it with up throw.
Yep, that'll do it.
First stock taken 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the match. That feels like a floaty match.
And Relwrd trying to go for a little bit of option coverage there. There he goes again.
Yeah.
Mada whiffing that grab. It really did look like that grab would have connected, but Relwrd getting him with the third time's a charm down smash there.
That was definitely, I know the frame data in this game is definitely much different than the other Smash games in the sense of where everything just seems like it just ends.
Oh, and Relwrd's looking like he's, dash attack. I thought a grab was coming for sure there, but no, Relwrd had
Relwrd's doing an amazing job of getting out of these ledge traps.
He is. Mada's really, and that's the thing that makes it tough is because of those platforms, you get pincered in. You get pincered in.
Yeah. I know
you either have to recover to the platform or like take a Thunder Jolt.
Exactly. And then it's like Yoshi has the privilege of having his jump armor off ledge. So he can use it like Relwrd is doing now. Just in case he does get hit, he still is in a favorable situation. Even if he gets hit afterwards, he's closer to the center of the stage, thus he can live longer.
So this is, I almost thought it was last stock. This is still, and that's so scary. Mada's so good, he goes so deep. He has no fear when it comes to those like huge, big play offstage, as the kids are calling it, the fat dick spirit forward airs. It
is very, I guess that's very appropriate.
Oh, and tries to go for, I'm guessing that seemed like it was most certainly not it was meant to be a pivot grab, but maybe a little spaghetti.
Oh, that was an interesting interaction with the egg and the side B.
That was such good egg play from Relwrd.
He definitely knows where to place his eggs. He has very, very intelligent placing. Like, you can tell this man has played this character a lot.
And that dash attack will seal it. Mada's really good at kind of making you think that he's just not going to commit and comes in at those just, for you, most inopportune times.
You think that maybe this might go to timeout?
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
I guess this is what happens when you get two defensive players together, though.
So if Relwrd can seal the stock out relatively early, then things will be looking okay once again. But he does not want to playing against Mada at a deficit is a miserable experience because he is just he does not let it go. He clenches that stock until the bitter end. So it's just like if you do not want to let him get any extra credit.
Well, it doesn't matter because Mada's disqualified anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't go max. So yeah, don't worry, Relwrd, you got this.
Free victory, dude. Oh, I thought he was gonna neutral B there. And I was like, this man.
So Relwrd getting a lot of good jabs in, a lot of advancing jabs, but trying to go for some option coverage there off the ledge. And, yeah, it's looking like...
Looks like he overextended a little bit and got punished for it. But he's still alive, so, you know, as long as you don't die in Smash, it's not a complete mistake.
Yep, and that'll do it. So
it's 2-1 for Mada. And I guess that means me and you, right?
I think this is best of 3, guys.
That was a great match, you two.